Hey guys. So today is Friday, the day of Freya, and Freya was the goddess of war. She was the goddess of love. She was the goddess of lust. She was the goddess of a lot of things. I want to mention this real quick because I don't think a lot of people know this about Freya. Freya was actually, you know how everybody talks about Valhalla and how that's where all the warriors went. I don't think people realize that Odin and Freya had this deal where Freya had first pick of warriors. So she was known for her Valkyries, right? Her warriors. But she also has a hall, and Valhalla is where the ones she didn't pick would end up. She had first pick of the best soldiers. So yeah, she's a badass. Just because she's a feminine don't mean she ain't a badass. Now, today's collective, we're going to be using the Rose Oracle because it feels like a very feminine day to set the theme, to set the energy. We're going to be using the Tarot of Sexual Magic for the actual reading. And then we're going to be using the Manara Erotic Tarot for clarification. This is going to be a very explicit energy. So if you're not comfortable with explicit energies, go ahead and click off because this one's going to be a sassy time, okay? So decks have already been pre-shuffled. I just want to go ahead and mention the fact that I appreciate you guys, those of you who are trying to support by making sure to react to the videos, comment, share, send stars, and especially those who subscribe. Thank you so much. Let's get started. What is the theme for today? Let's see. The theme for today. Healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. Okay. The second bloom, a second chance, it's never too late, and new possibilities. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Mystic Rose, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. Oh, how cute is that? Okay. So let's see. Let's look at the Mystic Rose first. Okay. So this card speaks of the rose was a symbol of the goddesses of old. So it's no wonder that when Christianity absorbed large parts of the indigenous Celtic traditions in Europe, the mother goddess Mother Mary became associated with the rose. Perhaps the reason Mary is so beloved is because she was the only mother goddess who could be worshipped safely and as such carries with her the devotion and yearning of all those who long to worship the goddess in feminine form. Mary's connection with the rose is seen in some of her titles, including Rosa Mystica, which is the mystic rose, and the Rose Without Thorns. Like those of the pagan goddesses before her, the processions that honored Mary involved walking on rose petals. The church altered the stories of goddess pasts, including those that featured roses, such as Aphrodite turning the white rose red with her blood, putting Mary in the goddess's place. Churches were erected all over Europe and beyond, in many cases on the site of Celtic temples and places of goddess worship. Many had beautiful rose windows in the west, the direction of the feminine, in dedication to Mary, Mother of the Rose. This is a card of compassion, devotion, and grace. It encourages us to soften towards humanity and to endeavor to see the world, and even those who have hurt us, with understanding, an open heart, and deep humility. To see that we all carry hurt and are wounded, we have all experienced severing. Mother Mary is inviting you to open your heart to humanity when you most want to close. How are you being called to show compassion today? Okay, interesting. And I love that the little history lesson. We've got healing is happening. Let's see this one. Page 82. Okay. So this one says, you're not broken. You're a part of ever-changing nature of life. Ever-changing, ever-changing, ever-changing. Change is your natural state. The rose knows that you were never meant to stay the same, to be one single shape, size, or way. You're not normal, and that's normal. You're always becoming more and more of who you truly are. Healing is happening every moment of every day. You are returning to your true state every moment of every day. Call in your support team of people who can hold you in that, who can trust in the grace of your natural state. A true healer knows that they're not the one doing the healing. Rather, they are holding the vision of the return to wholeness. Knowing that wholeness isn't a stagnant state. When you embrace all parts of life, from the ecstasy to the agony, the joy to the grief, the bloom to the fall, the bud to the rose hip, you'll realize that healing is always happening and life is on your side. No one is immune to the polarity of this human experience. The only way through is to embrace all parts of it, the light and the shadow. And as any healer or any initiate knows, the only way to the light is to embrace the shadow within. The shadow and sometimes the pain is a portal to your liberation. You're not broken. You are healing. Healing is happening. Trust in the timing of life. Healing is happening. Healing is happening. Healing is happening. Okay. And now we've got the second bloom. Let's see. The second bloom. Page 122. So this one says, this is a card of second chances, new beginnings, regeneration, and reinventing yourself. It's never too late to surrender to what's blooming within you. All that matters is that you surrender to the buds that are longing to grow and to be known. No matter your age or what may have previously occurred, this card is an invitation to surrender to a second bloom, to welcome the new and share it with the world, to acknowledge the secret passions, longings, creations, and yearnings, and let them bud and bloom. If we properly allow things to end, new beginnings will always come. If we surrender the cycles of life, after winter, spring will always return. If we tend the seeds in the fertile earth, they'll eventually emerge. Just as we think the season's over and winter's drawing near, some roses bless us with an unexpected second bloom. If this card appears in the spread, it's a likely sign that you too are set for a second bloom. Perhaps you have a creation that's waiting to be brought forth, or maybe it's a new relationship or passion in your life. Maybe what's waiting to be born is a new version of you. The more open we are to change, the more open we are to life. The more open we are to life, the more open we are to being born again anew. Yes, this is what it means to truly live. Being open to saying yes to life. So when you eventually take your last breath, you'll do so while still fully living. What unexpected thing wants to bloom within you? Oh, okay. So we've got second chances here. Interesting. Let's go ahead and get the collective started so that we can see how that applies. Let's see. Remember, explicit images, okay? Let's start. We start with the Nine of Swords. Yummy. Let's see. The World card. The Justice card. The Four of Cups. The Nine of Cups. The Eight of Cups or chalices. Wow, lots of cups. Uh-oh, that one flipped over. This is the High Priest is reversed. No, not good, no good. The Knight of Pentacles. Wow, the Ten of Swords reversed. The Five of Pentacles. The Devil. And the Three of Chalices or the Three of Cups. With the Ten of Chalices or the Ten of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Moon, the Seven of Cups or Seven of Chalices. Okay. This definitely feels like a relationship that was very, very close to breaking, if not, yeah, it was very close. Because we got to the Nine of Swords, but the 10 is reversed. I don't know. The World card is here, but the Death card didn't show up. And we've got the Devil. So with the Ten of Cups, I feel like this is a connection that makes two people very happy, even if there's toxic energies here. This is a connection that makes them very proud. Both people here, and I'm going to say both because it takes two to tango. Okay, let's remember that. Six of Wands, though, they may be driven by lust. That may be what makes this toxic. Or they may be driven by material things. But Eight of Pentacles, there's also an energy of boredom. So I feel like this is it switches off and on. The lust, the desire switches off and on. Because with the Eight of Pentacles, this is like, there's moments, there's bursts of flame, bursts of lust, and then the day-to-day life is just boring. But this is somebody who has the potential for an emperor, but you see how their staff is basically a dick. This is somebody who's driven by their desires. And it makes them very confused. It makes them very, it makes them very confused. They get very, they're unhappy, but at the same time, they don't want anyone else to have their person. So they can't leave. With the Nine of Swords, I think that there's a lot of anxiety here. I love that the black cat is here because usually, people who are very superstitious take that as a bad omen, right? But the black cat is not a bad omen. If anything, it's a messenger. It's a warning. It's trying to tell you there's something you need to pay attention to. So with the Nine of Swords here, there's something that these two need to pay attention to, but I feel like they're too involved in other things to listen. You see how they're over here? They're not paying attention to the cat. With the World, I feel like the message is that it is over. This is a connection that is over. But we've also got second bloom. So remember, this is like, remember that the second bloom was talking about right before winter, there's a second bloom, which means right before this dies, there's a last chance with each other. Because of the Justice card, this could be a marriage who is very close to getting to a divorce. Because with the Four of Cups, I feel like there was very, there was this energy of, I'm not sure, there was some secrecy here. There was some secrecy. There was possibly a lack of trust now. And yet with the Nine of Cups, there was still it was still their happiness. It still made them happy to be a part of this connection. It still made them happy to have each other in each other's lives. With the Eight of Cups, here we see the feminine kind of pulling away. One or both of these people start pulling away from each other. I don't like that we've got the High Priestess reversed, though. Because the High Priestess upright indicates, a feminine that is very wise, someone that is very mystical, connected to divinity. Reversed, though, this is somebody secretive. So it's either one of the two. Whoever has the feminine energy, whether masculine or feminine, whether male or female, doesn't matter. It's the feminine energy is showing up secretive. They're being secretive because there's something they want to do. So this may be somebody who wants to leave, but they want to leave on their terms. And this card, it's indicating that the fruit isn't ready yet. It's not time yet. So this is somebody who knows that it's over, but they don't want it to be over because they're not ready to leave yet. Maybe because it is Pentacles, maybe they need to save money. Maybe they need to prepare where they would go live. There's something here about this fruit is still green. It's still not ripe. It's still not time. So they're going to, Ten of Cups, they're going to act like everything's fine. They will not accept that it's over yet. And I'm not fond of this combination only because the Five of Pentacles is the card of abandonment, of loneliness, but these two people are embracing each other. So it's almost like they're embracing out of fear of abandonment, fear of being alone. I don't want to be alone. So even if this is toxic as hell, I'm going to pretend everything's okay. I'm going to stay. And it could be that the person that's staying is saying this other person's not ready to survive on their own, because it is talking about compassion. But I want to note the fact that this card, the Mystic Rose, also talked about one thing being replaced with another. Aphrodite, Freya, all the Celtic, well, Aphrodite's not Celtic, but Freya was a Celtic goddess. And she's the goddess of love. That's why Friday is named after her. Today is the day of Freya. That's where the word Friday comes from, Freya's day. And somebody here is trying to cover it with something else. But Spirit is saying trust that healing is still happening. Even if you don't leave, transformation is still happening. Let's see, clarify the Ten of Cups. Clarify Ten of Cups. I love this card. The World card, clarify Ten of Cups. The Two of Swords, or Two of Air. The World card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Wands. The Four of Wands. I will say the fact that this story is coming out when I'm using the erotic cards tells me that somebody is possibly using eroticism, using the sexual nature to hold on to something. We've got the World card twice. It's over. On both decks, it's over. But there's denial. There's the denial that, destiny and fate are saying it's over. Six of Wands also showed up. It showed up under here too. See? There's the Six of Wands. So this is somebody, you see how the feminine is she's basically molesting a waiter. Let's just be real. There's something here about the ego coming into play. Six of Wands can be the ego. And not in a healthy way either. It's not being used in its healthiest way, but somebody here is being of service to another. Somebody here is being Mother Mary, basically. Clarify Nine of Swords. Oh, hold on. Card flipped. Okay. The Empress. Clarify Nine of Swords. The Ace of Cups, or water. With the Five of Water. The Queen of Water. The Queen of Cups. Oh. That's where the ego is coming to play. So I don't feel like this Empress is an actual person. Could be, doesn't have to be. But I feel like this feminine High Priestess reversed. Because remember, I said it's whoever has the feminine nature. This is somebody who, remember when I said they don't want this person, but they also don't want anyone else to have them. Whoever their spouse is, and it's a spouse because there's a possibility of a divorce here. Whoever the masculine is, they're not even a factor in the story. If you notice, the masculine isn't even coming up. It's the feminine who's saying, I don't want another feminine to have this person. I don't want them to go off and find someone else. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be sunk in sadness later. This is my soulmate. They're conjuring in their mind. In their mind, they're thinking there's some other Queen of Cups out there, Empress. It's like this is somebody who doesn't know how to get in touch with their feminine energy. And they're imagining this Empress Queen of Cups as the epitome of femininity. This is their nightmare. This is their Nine of Swords. This is their worst nightmare, is that their spouse will go find someone else who is the epitome of femininity. And that's how they'll lose this person. So they do the second bloom. They'll do the whole, no, here I am. Here's my body. Take me. But again, this is just further proof that they are misinterpreting feminine energy. Feminine energy isn't about being sexually submissive, or it's more than that. It's a lot more than that. Clarify the World card. The Emperor. Clarify the World card. The Sun. And the Knight of Cups. With the King of Pentacles. There we go. Here's the masculine. All cards masculine. Emperor, Sun, Knight of Cups, and King of Pentacles. Super masculine energy. So, basically, this High Priestess knows that they are not a match to this Emperor. This Empress, either she exists or she may not exist. It's really not a factor. It's this person's nightmare for this Emperor to find an Empress. It's this person's nightmare that this person will one day realize that they were never their match to begin with. And they know that it's over. That this masculine is flying away to pursue love, or that's what they want. They want to pursue love. They want to have love. So this person confuses, this feminine confuses intimacy, sexual intimacy, for emotional intimacy. I don't think they know how to do emotional intimacy. It's part of what the toxicity is. So with this King of Pentacles, oh, bitch. Oh, Lord. It's their finances. Without the king, they have nothing. They're a beggar. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Clarify the Justice card. So this is somebody who's that's why the Devil's here. They are valuing their material comfort and safety over their body, their dignity. Clarify Justice. Because the love's been gone. I was going to say, I don't know why the Ten of Cups is there. No, because it's fake. Clarify Justice card. Queen of Cups. Again. Clarify the Justice card. The Eight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. With the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I didn't want to make it a third-party story, but I guess it is. This Empress obviously exists. This is not just a specter in this person's mind. This is a person who they feel that their Emperor has their eyes set on this person. Now, high priestess reversed sees this empress, this queen of cups. You see how this is somebody playing the flute, and the film or whatever this is rising up. It's like they see this person as a enchantress. This empress, this queen of cups, is enchanting. They may even think, because enchanting could also be, if this high priestess has done magical work to bind this king, this emperor. I don't see that here. This would be the only indication, the fact that they're showing up in reverse, which means they might be using their knowledge in a bad way. They may project that onto the empress, especially if they can tell that the emperor is having a hard time staying away from this empress. Then they see it as, oh, it's because this person is an enchantress. They're playing some devil music to attract this emperor. And you see how there's an arrow here when this person is out bathing or whatever? They're seeing warnings. They're seeing very clear warning signs that a divorce may be about to happen, and the direction this person is taking is towards this Queen of Cups, towards this Empress. So now they are doing their best to, this is the Eight of Pentacles, like in their daily life, they're trying to do whatever they can to enchant this Emperor again. Like, come to me, and remember, I'm the one you want. I'm the one that's your spouse. I'm the one that you adore. Four of Cups, there's not a lot of interest. Although they're trying to tease, they're trying to entice, they're trying to, oh, they're the ones that want the second bloom. Clarify Four of Chalices. Let's see. Clarify Four of Chalices. King of Air. Clarify Four of Chalices. Oh, this is the High Priestess. Clarify Four of Chalices. With the Nine of Pentacles. And the Eight of Fire. I feel like this masculine isn't interested. They're showing up with the air energy. This is the mind. This is the... Remember how I said that the fruit isn't ripe yet? It could be that the reason that this masculine is holding back is because they know that without their finances, this queen would be really struggling. So they're maybe giving this queen time to get their finances together. They're very like, yeah, no. You see how they're looking at this egg? Like, this is shattered. This is broken. Like, you can... This is interesting to me because she's flashing a picture. She's flashing herself to a picture. So I feel like they're doing something to try... This looks like some sort of work. It is a High Priestess energy. But this is just not... It's just not showing interest. This king is not showing interest. The Nine of Pentacles, it's almost like they consider themselves single already. They may have already gone through with the divorce. And somebody here is trying to reignite everything, refusing to acknowledge that things are over, but they are. Eight of Wands, this person is ready to move on. This king is ready to, or this emperor, I don't know why I keep calling him a king. Maybe he is a king, I don't know. This emperor is ready to move, ready to get on the road. I said move, so maybe they want to move out of the house or something along those lines. Clarify Nine of Chalices. Clarify Nine of Chalices. We've got the Four of Air. Clarify the Nine of Chalices. Ooh. The Devil again. Clarify the Nine of Chalices. With the Chariot. Wow. And the Seven of Wands. Look, this is somebody who is determined to seduce this emperor again. Like, on their face, on wherever they want. They're trying to reignite this passion between them. Look at that. 7 of air. They're being sneaky about it. They're being very like maybe they just accidentally have to bend over all the time in front of this emperor with wearing really short little skirts, something like that. Like, it's just like, oh my goodness, I just happened to drop this in front of you and my pussy's wide open. Something along those lines. They're trying to heal the connection. They don't want this to be over. They refuse to release this. They're trying to be this, like they're getting into succubus energy. That's what I'm getting. Like they want to become, maybe once upon a time they were this emperor's desire, and now they've lost interest and they're trying to reignite that desire. Like, you want me. They may be sending videos. This is the Chariot card, but it's a camera. They may be recording videos of themselves and sending spicy pictures, and they want to reignite the image of lust. They want to reignite that fire. But you know how, if you notice, it never said that they want to reignite the love. It's the lust that they're trying to reignite. Because they see this emperor, as driven by their desires. The thing is, I don't think this emperor is anymore. Maybe once upon a time they were, but I don't see it. I don't see the interest being reciprocated. Let's see. With the 8 of Cups, remember I said somebody's pulling away? Here it shows the feminine, but it could be the masculine pulling away. Clarify 8 of Cups or 8 of Chalices. We've got the Hierophant, the 4 of Cups or 4 of Chalices, and the 9 of Swords. Yep. With the 9 of Wands. So they're doing a lot of things. Like if you notice, this is like out in the middle of the street and they're over here grabbing onto this. They're doing things to shock and surprise, and like they might be trying to introduce new things into the bedroom. They're trying to entice this person again. But you see how this is like a woman who's bearing herself in front of like a religious man, basically. I don't know if it's a priest or something like that. The fact that it's a priest means that this king is abstaining. They're not sleeping with this person. They're not having sex with this person. They're showing up disinterested. But they're shocking them. They're doing the most outlandish things. But again, 4 of Cups. This person's just like, are you done yet? And 9 of Swords, it's really getting to them. 9 of Swords twice. Their worst fear is coming to life, that they've lost the interest of this emperor. They're trying to bring back a second bloom. Clarify High Priestess reversed. The Justice card. Clarify High Priestess reversed. The 10 of Swords or 10 of Air. Clarify High Priestess reversed. 10 of Pentacles. With the Page of Wands. Wow. This is so interesting because the energy I'm getting, I'm not seeing it clearly, as in there's no belly bump. I feel like this woman, the reason, I'm not going to say woman because I'm feeling pregnancy. The reason this woman is trying to entice this emperor again, the reason it has to be lust, it's like if only I could get them to be curious. They're not sparing any effort because they want to arouse curiosity. But it's like I'm getting the energy of wanting to get pregnant. Because this is somebody single. This is one person, but it's wealth. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Earth. So this person's like, fine, if it's over, it's over. But it's like what I heard with this, I want to take this person to cleaners. And the only person that can do that The only way that they can do that, the only way that they can take the King of Pentacles money would be if they have a child or something like that. There's something they want to keep the person's wealth. And there's something, maybe it's sexual magic, because look, this looks like a, what's it called? I wouldn't say an altar, but it's like a giant penis that somebody is worshiping. So there's some sex magic here. This person may be using sex magic or trying to use sex, but the king is not participating. But if they're like, if I could only get them to do once for them to show curiosity, that's all I need to end up wealthy. Something about sex magic is at play here. And if they can get this emperor to crack for just 1 second, wow, they'll get what they want. So they're playing on this emperor's, any insecurity or fear this person may have. Like if they know that this person is afraid of being alone, they're using that to work their magic. If they feel like that person has abandonment issues, afraid of being abandoned, they're playing on that with their magic. Clarify Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. 7 of Air, deceptive as hell. Yeah. Clarify Knight of Pentacles. The 5, wow. 5 of Fire. Clarify Knight of Pentacles. And the Ace of Fire. With the 8 of Fire. Okay. Look, in the other collective, these cards are beautiful. Now they're not. They're taking a very different type of energy here. This one is very different than the other collective. This is somebody who, not only are they being deceptive, they're being sneaky. They may even at some point, like they may bring in another feminine to try and, like if this person always had a fantasy of a threesome, they'll be like, well, now you're going to get the fantasy, because they don't care now. It's not emotional. It's like they need this person's dick. I don't like this though, because this is, you see how she's taking a huge bite? Either that's a heart or that's somebody's balls. But that masculine doesn't really look like he's enjoying that. I gotta be real. It looks like he's being forced even. That's weird. What the fuck? But this person believes themselves to have the right to do this, which is what makes it more disturbing. Let's clarify the 10 of Swords reversed. Got the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Clarify the 10 of Swords reversed. And the Magician. Look at that. The 9 of Cups. They're being very... Ooh, they're doing the most to try and seduce this king. They're trying to tease. They're trying to entice. But they're definitely using some sort of sex magic. And with the King of Cups, they know this person still cares about them. So they're using that. They're trying to use that to stop it from being over. They're trying to stop the ending. They're trying to get their wish. And it doesn't mean that they want to hold on to this king. They want to hold on to their money. Oh, Lord. Clarify 5 of Pentacles. Okay. There's an ugly story. I was like, why is it got to be ugly? 3 of Pentacles. Oh, the fuck? Clarify 5 of Pentacles. We've got the 10 of Cups. The 2 of Cups. See? What is this? Oh my God, guys. I don't like this story. I don't like this story at all. Because I have a feeling that they're setting this king up. Like in a not in a good way. A 5 of Pentacles is... That's their worst nightmare, right? Being without money. It's not so much about the emotional abandonment. It's the physical, the financial abandonment they don't want. And they're about to force something. They've got some sort of idea. They might be accusing this person of... I just have to say it. I'm so sorry, but I have to say it. They might be accusing this person of assault. They might be accusing this person of physical violence. But it's like they're doing something. They may be trying to entice this person with some really, like maybe this king once upon a time or emperor had a really dark fantasy. Like maybe they're into BDSM and things like that. But this person is going to twist that because they're being deceptive. They're going to twist that, and if they have binding marks on their wrists and bite marks, things like that, they're going to use that to accuse this person of bad things. Maybe just put it that way. Because we've got the justice card twice, the justice system. And you see how here it's like the feminine is enjoying herself, but there's people watching. Remember the camera. They may be recording things without this emperor's knowledge, but they're making it look. You see how here it shows like the masculine is almost like choking her? They're making it look like it's not. But see, this is love. 2 of Cups. It's supposed to represent emotional connection. But it's like they're going to make it look like, no, it was a fantasy. I made it look like that, but it wasn't. Oh my God, guys. Remember, we've got the image of taking one thing and covering it with another. I feel like something here, some sort of recording, some sort of video or voice recording is being used, and they're going to put a different spin to it. They're going to act like they were forced. Somebody was forced. Oh, this is so terrible. Clarify the devil. Star card. Clarify the devil. The 9 of Fire. This is the 6. Oh, this is the Lovers. With the Knight of Wands. See, they're going, I'm telling you that, okay. So the Knight of Wands is a very sexual energy, right? Here's this King of Pentacles. King of Wands. Like maybe this person, this king was into knife play. Or maybe they had like certain kinks. Because you see how her back is covered in like lashes. But this is the Lovers. Which means that this is a willing participant. But with the Star card, this could also be indicating that they're going to make it public. Here, it shows the woman getting him, like, right? She's touching him, fondling him. But this could be somebody who makes it seem like, no, you don't understand. I was forced. I was forced to do that. I didn't have a choice. This person, they might use the fact that they have money against them. Like, well, it's because, you know, they would tell me if I didn't do this, they wouldn't give me money. Oh, wow. Clarify 3 of Chalices. The 8 of Wands. 8 of Fire. Clarify the 3 of Chalices. And you know what, guys? I just realized this, remember this at the very beginning where she's over here fondling the waiter? This could be somebody who goes and sleeps with random people trying to get pregnant, claiming it's this person's. Clarify 3 of Chalice. The 9 of, yeah, they're being very free with themselves right now. The Strength card, they're trying to dominate. And the 8 of Air. Wow. Look at that. Look at how the masculine is being portrayed, like a savage running after her, forcing her. I'm telling you guys, y'all better stay safe out there. I don't like this at all. Because with the 8 of Fire, This is somebody who is a willing participant. Whatever kinks and things they did, which we don't kink shame here, obviously. They were a willing participant. They enjoyed the hell out of themselves. This may be somebody who's a sub. They enjoy pain. They're addicted to pain. But now they're going to use that against somebody. They want to use that to dominate them, to control their finances, to get a hold of their finances. They want to clean them out. Wow. I think that the second bloom is somebody trying to make it happen again, but it could be that it's never too late. It's saying somebody here needs to get the fuck out of this. If you're masculine and you resonate with this, you better be careful. Stay safe out there. That's what I got for you guys. I hoped it would be. The first story was much better. Anywho, I hope that this saves someone. I hope that someone out there protects themselves. Okay? All right. Bye, guys.